So I'm going to give you some tips on how to drop that fat, guaranteed, but you're going to have to start implementing this like right away. Instagram, first time. All right, so welcome to this live if you're watching. Today we're going to be breaking down a case study from one of the moms in my Facebook group. So basically, she sent me everything she eats, her goals, her struggles, and I'm going to try and figure out what the roadblock is and come up with a solution. Okay, so for those of you who want to apply for a case study audit, send me a text with the word audit and I'll send over details. Okay, so before we begin, moms, whoever is watching this, grab a paper, a pen, get ready to take some notes on your phone because we're going to go through this case study, and this case study might help you with your struggles if you're trying to lose some weight and it's just not shifting. If you have any similar struggles as this mom, and I also want you to write down what you think the issues are and what she could change. Okay, so grab a paper and pen and get ready to take some notes. Also, I'm going to post this recording. I'm not sure how it works on Instagram, but I will try and post this recording in my Facebook group. So if you're a mom, please come over. We run a lot of challenges, a lot of giveaways. So yeah, it's called Hot Mom Project, the Facebook group. All right, let's break this down. I'm stoked. So I received a case study from a mom who is over 30. You ready with your pen and paper? Here's what she responded. All right, so my question, what is your current biggest fitness struggle? She says, food and weekend binges, finding time to go to the gym with work, sick kid, etc., etc. What is your biggest fitness goal? Lose weight. So she's 176 pounds right now and she wants to get to 153 pounds. That's the goal. So she wants to lose about 23 pounds. Cool. What do you think is really stopping you from achieving your big fitness goals? Discipline, social engagements, work, travel. List everything you have tried in the past 2 years to get to your goal. Diet, training, coaches, etc. She says, loose diet and workouts, but not enough. Describe your current training. 3 times a week plus 1 cardio. How long have you been doing this type of training? Long time. How many times have you changed plans in the past 2 years? Once or twice? What is your daily step average? She says 5,000 to 6,000 steps. How many hours of sleep every night? 5 to 6 hours. Is your job sedentary or are you always on your feet? Sedentary in front of a computer. Describe your diet in detail. Okay, so morning coffee plus a small serving size of a few walnuts, 3 almonds, goji berries, sunflower seeds. Breakfast, she has 1 toast with cheese or an egg or egg white omelette, or 1 mung or oats dosa. So mung is like lentils and dosa is like an Indian crepe. For lunch, she has 2 rotis, which is like flat bread, or 1 cup of rice, chicken, fish curry, which is 3 to 4 tablespoons, stir-fried vegetables, like 2 or 3 tablespoons, and the dinner is similar to her lunch. How often do you eat out? 2 to 3 meals a week. Does your food change often or do you eat the same food every day? She says it changes often. Okay, great. So I hope you were taking notes, you guys, and I hope you picked up some of the things here that are possibly holding back her weight loss. Okay, so she's trying to lose 23 pounds. Okay, and these are all her responses to my questions. So I can see several things here that she could change. Okay, so ladies, if you got anything, just let me know. Put it down in the comments. I don't know how it works here on Instagram, but what do you think she needs to change? So she's trying to lose 23 pounds. She's trying to fit in 2 to 3 workouts a week, which is great. A little cardio, 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day. And she spends the majority of her day sitting in front of a computer. So ladies, if this sounds like you, let me know. If you spend the majority of your day just sitting in front of a computer like me, except when I'm going to the gym or my walks, let me know. So I actually see several issues here. Lots of things that are affecting her ability to drop that extra weight. Okay, but I want to keep it simple and I want to leave her and you guys, if you're facing similar struggles, with just one thing, the most impactful thing that you can do to drop that weight. Okay, and to see results almost immediately. So she says here that she struggles to go to the gym and she's not doing enough workouts. That is not the biggest issue here. The biggest issue here is her eating out. So she's eating out 2 to 3 meals a week. It's a lot. Okay, and she's also got the weekend binges. She's got social engagements going on. So that's a lot. So this mommy, if you're listening to this, her name's anonymous, so I'm not going to say who that is. But if you're listening to this, the biggest issue here that's holding you back from dropping that extra 23 pounds is that you don't have control over what you're eating. Because you're eating out so often. 2 to 3 meals every week, that's a lot. Because we don't know what they're putting in that food outside, right? We can control what we're putting in the food that we cook. So I don't know if you're working with someone to keep you accountable, but if you're not, then you're basically investing in things that are making you gain weight. Okay, so you've got to start asking yourself, does eating all these meals out, okay, binging on the weekend, does it feel better than being almost 25 pounds overweight? Every weekend, is it worth feeling heavier, not in control of your food, maybe hating the way your clothes fit? So you really got to ask yourself that honest question, okay? So ladies, every single book, every single self-help book that I have read or audiobook that I've listened to, and trust me, I have read quite a few, every single one of those say that you cannot escape the people that you surround yourself with. Okay, so if you're trying to get healthy and your closest friend, your little circle or your partner is not, so instead of spending your energy on trying to improve your life, eat healthier, go to the gym and all of that, you're going to be spending your energy justifying to them why you're not drinking alcohol, why you're not going out and eating all the time. So you're going to be spending all your energy there. Why you prefer to stay home and have a home cooked meal. And it's fucking draining. It is really draining. Okay, so look at your circle. Are they also unhealthy? Are they also overweight? Look at your partner. Okay, is he struggling with health issues like cholesterol, high blood pressure, all of that? Because if they are, they're not going to let you lose the weight because they don't want to be left alone in their misery. So they will intentionally or unintentionally try to sabotage your health goals. Okay, so they're going to say things like, oh, you're so boring, we live only once, life is short, shit like that. It's not that they want to hurt you, okay? They just don't want to be left alone and miserable. And this applies to your partner too. So we could have all gotten away with the shit in our 20s, right? But after you hit 30, and even worse after 40, it's like the universe starts fucking raining shit on you, diseases and stuff, okay? So you're going to have all the health problems and everything kind of just attacking you after you hit your 30s and 40s. And if you have not built a strong health base to fight that shit, you're in for some big trouble. All right? So if you're not working on improving your immunity, your bones, you're not actively working on your health and fitness, post 30, post 40, you're going to get problems like diabetes, like heart disease, blood pressure, strokes, metabolic syndromes. There's all sorts of shit. Okay, I am not making this stuff up. Go Google it. And I have seen this happen to moms who've just kind of allowed themselves to go with the flow and, oh, I'm just going to go with the flow and see how things go. Okay. Meanwhile, they're just falling apart with all these kind of health conditions and stuff. So I just want to touch on what this mom said about not doing enough workouts. Okay, so a lot of moms will view exercise as the solution to burn fat. So they're going to say things like, I had that BOGO yesterday, I'm going to try and burn it off today on the treadmill, or I'm going to add an extra 30 minutes to my workout. Fat loss, ladies, 90% nutrition, 90% what you're eating. Okay, so if you're gaining weight, you can't lose weight. It is not because you're not fucking training hard enough. It's because you're eating like crap. Hard truth. So let me know in the comments, if you can comment here, if this is making sense to you. Okay, your food is what is holding you back, and your food is your biggest needle mover when it comes to fat loss. And I have heard the most ridiculous things through my interactions with moms. Okay, so I can't lose the fat because I don't sleep enough. There was a mom who was so convinced that her lack of sleep was what was causing her to gain weight. Yes, sleep is important, but it is not the biggest needle mover when it comes to fat loss. Okay, so here's another good one. I can't drop fat because I'm not eating enough. What's actually happening here is that she's eating like a bird. Okay, she's eating the salads and all of that stuff, and then fucking binging and eating shit all day, and that's all adding up. You're eating too much. That's why the fat isn't dropping. Okay, so I'm going to share exactly what you need to do to break through this whole plateau, okay, and start dropping weight this week. I promise you that if you start doing what I tell you, you are going to drop this weight. Okay, so if you're, ladies, if you're getting any value from the comments, just let me know. And if you think this is valuable, you need to join the Facebook group because there's going to be a lot more value in there. So coming back to this, I want all of you to walk away from this session with some kind of value. Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips on how to drop that fat, guaranteed, but you're going to have to start implementing this like right away. So here it is. Reduce the meals that you're eating out from 2 to 3 times a week to once a week. Okay, so I know that means that you have to cook at home more often, but you can cook like in a big batch and freeze it. The other thing that you're doing wrong is changing your food like so often. So you're going to have to keep your food quite similar. Maybe you can have like 2 rotations, 2 different things, and then you rotate them between one and the second day. Or you can have a different like meal plan for your workout days and then one for your rest days. Okay, so if you want to change food that often, I would suggest just keeping a similar like kind of plan for 2 days, as in 2 different menus. You guys need to simplify your life. I know people make it very complicated. Fitness is not complicated. It should actually simplify your life, okay? So the other thing you're doing is, you mentioned that you have a lot of social engagements, and I'm assuming that this is for work. So try and pick places when you're going for these social engagements that have food that is similar to what you would eat at home. When I was working, I would always pack my food for like the whole day for my work. I would pack like, I would have breakfast at home, pack like a 11 a.m. snack, and then I would pack my lunch and another snack, right? And I'm sure your company and your boss is going to be happy that you're taking control of your health and that they don't have to pay for stuff because you're sick, because you're neglecting your health, okay? So I guarantee if you do this, if you drop your eating out from 2 to 3 times a week to just once a week, guaranteed you're going to lose the weight. Now, the other thing you can do is target one of your friends who is very disciplined, someone you don't have to motivate, okay, and ask this person to keep you accountable. Do not pick a friend who you need to motivate, and ask this person to keep you accountable, okay? So I don't care if it's, let's motivate each other. No, you need to find someone who's got their shit together, basically, all right? Otherwise, you're just going to be going around in circles. Unless you both hire a coach together, that's something else. You tell this disciplined friend that you're going to send her every week the number of times that you've eaten out, that you've had meals outside. Okay, set a date, set a time. Ladies, accountability is fucking huge. It is huge. Ironically enough, we're going to happily let ourselves down, but we won't let somebody else down. So find a friend or someone who can keep you accountable, and let's do this, okay? You're gonna definitely drop that weight if you can follow this advice. All right, moms, I hope this was helpful. This was my first Instagram live. I really don't know how this works, but I hope you found some value from this. And if you're struggling with fat loss, you don't have a friend to keep you accountable, you can't figure out the reason that you're gaining fat, drop me a DM. I've helped hundreds of moms in their 30s, 40s and beyond, help, to drop that fat, get toned, and really step into their power. So send me a text. All right, crush your day.